I would like to talk for a minute about enterprise risk. Enterprise risk. And I should probably start off with reminding you that the board of directors has the overall responsibility to ensure that risks are managed in your organization. But since I want to talk about enterprise risk, let me first start off by defining enterprise risk management. I define that as a structured, consistent, and continuous process of identifying, assessing, and deciding on a response to risk. Identifying, assessing, and deciding on a response to risk. And an element that I find missing in many organizations I've consulted with is reporting on the opportunities and threats that affect the organization objectives. All right, so keep in mind that everyone in the organization plays a role in ensuring successful enterprise wide risk management, but the responsibility lies with management. Responsibility is on management's plate. And maybe a question that's plaguing you is why? Why enterprise risk management? Why is Dr. Hamilton pushing this ERM thing? Well, uh, as I was having my coffee, I just kind of sat down and I tried to come up with a few benefits. Uh, right at the top of my mind was the likelihood of achieving your organizational goals. Right, all organizations are goal oriented. So if we're concerned about the likelihood of achieving those goals, then a risk posture is a part of that. But to drill into that a little bit more, another benefit might be consolidated reporting of disparate risk at the board level. Right, I said the board is ultimately responsible here, so it might be nice to be able to present a summary report to them during frequent board meetings. Improved understanding of the wide implications of risk, right? Improved understanding of the wide implications of risk. Greater management focus on the issues that matter, right? If you're managing to minimize risk, the act of doing a ERP audit will hopefully minimize those, and you can focus on those things that matter. Hopefully, this presents fewer surprises too. I mean, things happen in business, but you try to minimize the surprises. All right. So ultimately, we're hoping to be able to help you have more informed risk taking and more informed decision making. In other words, with an audit, we determine the risk appetite of your organization. Right. Each organization is unique, and of course, their risk appetite is unique. So, Hamilton Solutions is an independent, objective organization that creates an assurance that the major business risks are managed appropriately. And we do that by having internal audits and developing an enterprise control framework. Enterprise control framework, so it becomes a model by which everybody refers, and decisions now have a uniform framework. So for years, I've been doing this, over 40 years. I think I was counting this morning, about 44 totally, when I count the years when I started consulting after I got my MBA. And one of the things that I've learned throughout all the engagements is that it's helpful to create a learning infrastructure based upon environmental factors, right? So that is what I do. If you're interested in my help, feel free to get in touch with Hamilton's Solutions. I am Dr. Hamilton, Thank you for listening.